Alongside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, I'm Kevin Harlan. Allie LaForce will be our reporter tonight on the sideline. The fans are making noise here in San Francisco for their Warriors. And it's the Warriors ball. And Greg, with Stephon Castle winning the 2025 Rookie of the Year award, the Spurs went back-to-back in that category.
Yeah, of course, Victor Wembanyama winning that same award in 24. Just more confirmation that these Spurs are building something special.
Now Curry. Following De'Aaron Fox's three-point attempt. Basket counts.
Great work inside by Curry there. So clever and composed in the paint.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Right side, Fox. Wembanyama outside. It's stolen by Green. One-on-one here. Tipped away. In the corner, Castle with it. Back to Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Wembanyama is a specimen going at the rim there with a purpose.
Here's Curry. And it's Golden State with another.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Moses Moody.
First team foul.
That's his first foul. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Shoots. Back to Vassell. He can't get it to go.
And on defense, Curry's quickness really pays off. Able to stay all over the shooter.
Launches it. Trains the three-pointer. Curry's got 9.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
So, GA, when you think about Steph Curry's legacy, he changed the way the NBA game is played.
Man, it is hard to find a player who's had the impact of a Steph Curry, making us rethink what is possible. Curry's endless range has really inspired a generation.
And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Assisted by.
I had a chance to catch up with Steve Kerr. Well, no surprise, we started chatting about Victor Wembanyama, and I asked what the plan was there, and Coach said with a shrug, stay on him and hope for the best. What can you do? So still no magic answers for how to slow down a unique threat like Wemby on the floor. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Allie, thank you for that.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Warriors leading by 6. That's to Curry. Shoots over Fox. Again, Golden State.
And how about when Curry gets fancy with it? His confidence is what allows him to pull off these moves.
And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Outside Curry. And the rejection by Wembanyama. And Fox has it in the corner.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Pass to Wembanyama. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist. Wembanyama's got 6 points.
And few defenders to ever play in this league have the ability to slow Wembanyama inside. Yeah, but the defense was determined not to give him an inch of free space.
And Wembanyama throws it down.
Assist from
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Here's Curry. He's got 14. Shot on the wing. Jump shot is good. 16 points for him.
On the offensive end, Curry both prolific and efficient.
Here's Fox. Off target at the rim. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Warriors. 4-point game. It's good.
I mean, he is so lethal on the drive. Once Curry knifes inside, there's little you can do to stop him.
And a wide open look for Wembanyama. Misses the 3. 3 seconds left. And it's Curry laying it in. Curry's got 20 points.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors in the driver's seat. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a look at the Warriors' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they dictated the pace to this point, looking to run at every opportunity.
In GA, we know Coach Steve Kerr has been up front. In order to win, the Warriors need to take and make a lot of threes.
Well, it's the superpower of their best player, and the arrival of Jimmy Butler has provided some balance, but threes are still their best bet.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Hey, team. Well, the Spurs are on the rise. Victor Wembanyama said, quote, "I've been on board since day one. We know it's not going to be a straight line. There will be ups and downs. This is not easy, but I'm very confident in the will that my guys have. The long term is never being questioned." Back to you.
They'll get there for sure. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. 2 points. That one goes.
As he develops his game, I see Harper with the ability to be a great facilitator.
Curry always finds a way. This time inside.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Warriors leading by 10. Screen by Porzingis. Shot from free throw range. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Curry's got 28.
Just shows you how impressive Curry's shooting ability is, that he can adjust for any distance. And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it. You know, Stan, you look at Wembanyama's frame. Does he need to get any stronger? Put on more muscle, more bulk?
Well, Kevin, of course he could use to improve on his strength, but he's strong enough right now to be one of the best players in the league. We've seen that, but as he gets older, a lot of that strength's just going to come naturally. The scary thing is for coaches and players around the league, not on his team, this guy's just going to keep getting better.
And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
You know, Greg, a lot of the best scorers do what's called hunting, looking to create contact with the defender that they've zeroed in on.
Yeah, and that can be a legitimate technique to really negate a shot blocker. But when the offensive player basically initiates all the contact, we could do without some of those cheap foul calls against the defender. Curry is just lethal from outside.
Here's Wembanyama. Wembanyama fighting for it.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Pass to Butler. Back to Curry. Beyond the arc. And the Warriors, another three.
It doesn't matter if it's off the bounce or off the catch. Curry never loses rhythm on his jump shot.
The Warriors making a switch here. Here's Curry. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. Good, nice job down low. Curry's got 42 in the game.
And haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness in the box.
Well, strong play by Vassell inside. Getting him a look this close is almost a sure bucket. Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Now here's Curry. He's got 44.
Yet another three. Once we hit the second quarter, it just seems as if those threes just started to fall like raindrops.
Well, you love assisted hoops. That's good offense.
Off the inbound pass. He takes it up and lays it in. Curry's got 49 points in the game.
Stronger than he looks. Curry able to take the hit there and finish.
Personal foul. Second team foul. Substitution for your Warriors.
27 seconds left to play here in the half. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Well, that's a great pass. He has the timing and rhythm of a metronome.
And the rejection by Wembanyama. Back to Vassell.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
The Spurs have had two chances at the line already, making them both. The first free throw is good.
Devin Vassell taking 2 shots.
He doesn't get the second one. And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
On its way from Curry for 2. And so a pretty lopsided game for the first half. The Warriors on top, up by 16. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Here's Butler, still without a basket. And you look at the addition of Jimmy Butler. G.A., why has he been such a fit for the Warriors?
He really is an unselfish, high IQ superstar, and that's what the Warriors are all about. And his isolation, interior scoring has given them another look offensively.
That time, Vassell looked like he was shot out of a cannon.
Blocking foul called on De'Aaron Fox. Third personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Curry. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul.
Harrison Barnes picks one up.
Team foul.
What you appreciate most about Curry is his confidence, especially when it comes to how far he can connect from.
Here's Fox. Vassell with it. Butler covering. And the basket by Vassell. Vassell's got 7 points.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Assist from
Incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk.
Yet another bucket in close. That's how he's earning his points today.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thanks, guys. Stephen Curry is nearing the finish line. He said every year there's some new style, new energy coming through that challenges you. And seeing these young dudes come up and understanding how much talent there is, this is not going to be around forever. So enjoy every moment of it. Back to you, Kev.
Thanks a lot, Allie.
What a throwdown by Vassell. This is why he looks to get to the basket.
And thus far in his career, GA, Victor Wembanyama is averaging well over 3 blocks per game.
Matter of fact, if he can maintain this rate, he's on pace to average the most blocks of any player in NBA history, surpassing the towering Marquis. Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. Back to Fox. Backed in off the glass.
And Fox starting to show you his abilities inside. It has quick instincts, which I think helps him when he's down low.
And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Basket good.
Superb focus from Harper on that shot, absorbing the contact well.
And Mitch Johnson, Stan, now taking over full-time as head coach of the Spurs.
Well, look, Mitch Johnson's the son of an NBA player and a high-level point guard in college. He knows how to run a team and favors that pace and space style.
Here's Bryant. Following the basket by Stephen Curry.
And what a sensational finish right there. I mean, fundamentals defensively are not enough when you go against an elite level athlete like this fella.
I'm not sure it's ever a good idea to get in his way.
Not only is he putting up the numbers, but he's doing it at a very efficient rate, exactly when his team needs it.
Now that's what I call a momentum changer.
Yeah, when you've got a point guard with that kind of spring, no lead is safe.
Yeah, he saw the opportunity to finish with some authority, trying to fire his guys up.
Yep, that one goes in there. Curry's got 16 here in the second half.
Well, he's been a lot of their offense, and the numbers certainly show it.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
And here is Harper after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. That one goes in.
Assist goes to
That's now 8 points for Dylan Harper.
So strength of this rookie Harper getting to the rim.
personal foul. 14.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them.
Keep it going for your Warriors dancer.
Different look here for the Warriors. There's 49 seconds left in the third quarter. Curry can't get it to go. Spurs trailed by 13. To the paint. Here's Barnes. And the dunk by Barnes.
And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it. Good work there as it goes.
Well-placed pass in the hands of a guy ready to attack.
Back to Harper. The kick out to Bryant. Fires from deep. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Now Bassi. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And it's good, 2 points. And the Warriors lead by 15.
Well, that's where you want to be, getting those easy money looks.
Oh, forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown.
Kelly Olynyk.
Here's Harper. The baseline J off the mark. It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Warriors. He ends up dropping in 2 from distance, making a difference from long range in this one. We've got more in store for you right. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Here's Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Man, Wembanyama looking unstoppable.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
I was able to listen in on what Steve Kerr had to say to the team. He told his guys, let's not waste this advantage. Hold on to it. Stay aggressive. Let's not give up ground. Coach wants to see his team staying strong out there, guys.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report. And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now.
Substitution for your Warriors.
And the Warriors with possession here. They lead by 11.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively. Yeah, this is when they need to lean on him more. Get him the ball and let him build some momentum.
Here's Curry. It's rebounded by De'Aaron Fox. Spurs trailed by 12. Here's Champagnie.
And And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, but also credit the offense there. That's making a play when you really need it, and they need more of it.
Outside, Fox. Pass to Champagnie. Back to Fox. 5 on the clock. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. And here's the foul from the arc. Great D that time from Green. Curry can't get it to go.
Oh, you got to finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
Well, this is what you're trying to do to put the game away.
Yeah, but you can't let up now. We've seen too many wild comebacks in this league.
Boy, Fox is so quick off the floor.
And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Warriors.
Well, I've been a little surprised by how many mid-range jump shots they're taking and hitting. But so far, that seems to be the recipe that's working for them. You really don't even have to watch him at the line. Just listen for the net.
Well, how about the awareness there from Fox? You gotta love seeing how he is such a willing passer in finding the open man.
Curry outside. They shoot again. Jacks up a three. Wembanyama reels it in.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
How about the vision by Wembanyama there? Always looking to get teammates involved.
Curry. Basket is good.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And, yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays.
A generational talent. For Wembanyama, the sky is the limit and the reality.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim. And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That's his 5th foul.
Second team foul.
Stephen Curry.
That's a great contest by Vassell. He's got the tools to be a very good defender.
Tries it from 16. Wembanyama reels it in. And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. And he ends up making the second, and that brings them within 5.
He needed to convert on all of those. Missed opportunities at the line are the last thing they need right now.
Curry. Another chance. No good. In transition, here comes San Antonio. Outside Fox. It's stolen by Green.
San Antonio foul. First personal foul. Third team foul.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker.
Your Warriors, Gilly Santos.
So he comes up empty, missing both. Spurs trailed by 5. Here's Vassell.
Well, with the way he moves, Vassell can be so deceptive with his shots, and he did well to draw the foul there.
And that one will not go for him, but he does have 2 more to shoot. possession to just 4. And he nails the third.
If he hits all of those, they're feeling a lot more comfortable. But now, still a one-possession game.
Moody with it. There's the pick. Curry. They can't stop the run with that one. Kessel. Off the glass.
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
And now we've got the intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 3-point game.
Well, talk about poise under pressure. Buries all of his free throws, and now up 3. They've got to play smart.
And now they foul and stop the clock.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
And so both free throws are good, and it's a 5-point game.
Well, that's outstanding execution in a big spot. He showed a lot of poise at the line right there.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. They're behind by 5. Any ideas on strategy being discussed right now in that huddle?
An uphill climb. They need everything to break their way.
Well, I'm sure they'll run a play they believe in. If it works, I say try for the steal, and if you don't get it, immediate foul.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss.
Jimmy Butler.
And that trip coming up empty, missing both.
And looking for a very quick shot here.
And then fouls, trying to extend that game.
Hope you guys enjoyed the video. There is Stephen Curry, all 87 points. Win versus the San Antonio Spurs. Thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Much appreciated. Like the video. Comment what you thought of the video. Share with whoever you want. Jesus is King. God is good. Thanks for watching, and peace out.